Hello, Screen Junkies universe. It's Monday. We have not changed clothes since Friday. In fact, we have not left this desk because we are in a hands-on a hardbody competition, and the first person who lets go of this desk loses. I'm Joe, that's Dan, that's Spencer, that's Roxy. Question number one, y'all ever done a hands-on a hardbody contest?
I really want to watch that documentary.
It's a great documentary.
Too many times.
Hands-on, it's a contest where everybody just touches a new car, and the last person touching the car wins the car.
I was thinking a different kind of hard body.
No, this is a much more disappointing hard body.
Also, speak for yourself. I did a quick change.
It's true.
You did. Without letting go of the desk somehow.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Winner takes the desk home because they are demolishing the building around us.
It's true.
That is true. It's so weird still being here. Guys, story number one, we're talking best and worst of movie marketing, and then we're going to get into some more fan questions. We're gonna talk a little Wizarding World. We're gonna talk about TV and movie moments that you didn't expect to make you cry, but made you feel some feelings instead. Some other fun stuff. So let's get into it. Story number one. Dante asked, in honor of the John Wick 3 trailer, what film do you think had the best and or worst marketing? Let's get in. I feel like the most infamous one. Let's start with this: the Blair Witch Project in 1999. Like, you can't beat that. You can't recreate that.
Yeah, not since Lonely Girl 15 have they used viral internet marketing so well to their advantage. Yes, Dan?
I think that one film has come close to what Blair Witch did, which is Cloverfield.
Okay.
Cloverfield, just by dropping that weird trailer in and nobody knew what it was, or I think it's a J.J. Abrams movie. Is it Voltron? Is it like the buzz that was around Cloverfield? Nobody knew what it was. The poster was very cryptic. Sure. Cloverfield, I think, was the closest I've seen to what Blair Witch did.
Wasn't one of the Cloverfield trailers just like home video footage of the thing falling into the water?
Statue of Liberty, that was the first one, and people they said it's a lion, it's huge, that means it's Voltron. Nobody knew what it was. Like, that was one of the last great examples of being able to cryptically market a movie on the internet.
I dig that one. Some of these I don't remember now. We have a list put together for us of notable movie marketing. I'm not going to talk about The Grinch yet because I don't want to start the show off just yelling. But on this list is The Dark Knight, and I don't necessarily remember the marketing for Dark Knight.
It was really good. The teaser posters, the Why So Serious, I remember there was a whole coordinated event, like a scavenger hunt, where the Joker had planted different things around, and you had to go find it, and then as people found it, unlock the new trailer.
That's an unexpectedly fun thing for a Chris Nolan movie.
A great trailer too.
It was a great trailer. Yeah, the trailers were really strong. The teasers, the posters were great. They really took advantage of the whole ability to activate a fan base through the internet, which I feel like movies don't do anymore. I guess because everybody, it's kind of passe. It was a decade ago, you know.
I don't know if it's fair to talk about this one unbiasedly, but Deadpool and Deadpool 2, as we are technically a part of that machine,
part of their marketing arm. Their marketing has been as good as the movies themselves. Sometimes more fun to me. The fact that he just drops Celine Dion songs and just keeps popping up in places you don't expect them. The billboards, the TV spots, everything is so of a voice and on point that it's just an extension of the movie itself.
Yeah. Is there any movies you guys that it's purely the advertising, purely the marketing, whether it was a cool poster or a TV spot or a trailer or something that made you you're just on board?
I guess not purely, but the one that I remember that hit my friends back home the hardest was Straight Outta Compton. Because remember all of those pictures people were taking, making it look they were the album.
Yeah.
Straight out of yoga.
And it was when all of my friends 3,000 miles away from here are posting everybody on Instagram with all of that. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good marketing, because those are people that I don't think would have necessarily seen it otherwise. And it was everywhere. People had their faces printed on shirts as the album cover, and Instagram and everywhere. So Twitter, all of the other places that are things.
Yeah, those are Vero. All of them.
All of the new batch of DCEU films have had fantastic trailers and marketing, I think. Man of Steel had amazing trailer.
Yeah.
Batman v Superman,
the
the first trailer,
one.
the Comic-Con trailer, I thought was great. Suicide Squad had great marketing. I think Aquaman had really strong trailers. What am I forgetting?
Shazam?
Yeah,
Have we seen it?
Shazam? The first Shazam trailer is great. Justice League, not so much, but that's hard to do. That was just a weird thing all around. Justice League. So yeah, and even The Accountant, which is another Warner's movie, had a really good trailer.
Yeah. The Fantastic Beasts 2 trailer was excellent.
Yeah, Warner has great marketing.
Yeah.
They have a fantastic marketing department.
I'm still stuck on this from Friday's show, Suicide Squad's trailer song. It's like, I spotted a joke.
I started a joke. Yeah.
That one. That's what it.
That was days ago, Roxy.
Yeah,
You're
I
still
know.
thinking about it?
Quick change.
I won't editorialize too much, and we didn't technically put it on the bad list, but The Grinch. Oh,
Really got to you, Joe.
Damn, it really did. Here's a moment when I knew I was right. We were at the Americana in Glendale, and we were clothes shopping. We went up an escalator to the second floor of the store, and the whole place was Grinch.
You lose the desk.
The whole. No, my knee's still touching it. My knee's still touching the desk.
All right.
I win the desk.
You don't get it. You are not the hard bodyist.
We went up the escalator, and there was just snarky Grinch crap everywhere. Like there were like life-size Grinches that were like, man, that doesn't fit you, and like it was just everywhere. And the movie was still like
So mean.
a month and a half away.
Yeah, that's tough.
It was too much, too soon, and it drowned me, Dan.
For me, I drowned in Minions when when the Minions movie was coming
Yeah,
out.
see,
And
I
it-
thought Grinch was Minions level.
well, Grinch is like mean Minions. That's really
Minions.
This had some slight amount of wit behind it.
Yeah, but the Minions was just sheer scale of the
Also, write down Minions because that's the honest trailer title for Grinch.
Oh, my
We're
commute
not
was
doing
just they bought every billboard on all sides of the street for multiple blocks, and it was just like I live in a minion.
Well, now there's a
I'm
permanent.
a minion now.
There's a permanent minion now that we have to live with.
Yeah, in
they
Universal
attach to
Studios.
Universal, so
Really?
every time I drive to and from Hollywood, I gotta look at a big.
But you gotta say
Effing
that was
Minion.
clearly effective because like kids
clearly.
are wearing minion backpacks around the movie, and I'm sure still
It worked.
The
and
memes.
the minion memes.
The most frustrating thing about the giant minion at Universal Studios is because you're driving up the street towards Hollywood, and the first thing you see is Hogwarts Castle at Universal, and you're like, yeah, Hogwarts. And then you drive just another block up, and then Hogwarts just gets eclipsed by this giant minion that's like, hey! And oh, it hurts so much. Bad movie marketing. Mother!
Well, I will excuse Mother, who tried to sell it as a more traditional horror movie, and like you won't believe how freaked out you're gonna be, or something to that effect. Because how else are you gonna market that movie?
That's fair.
How are you gonna sell the people on the feature-length Bible allegory of Mother?
I don't know how you sell that movie either, but there was a great trailer.
Yeah,
They did a good job.
yeah.
Is this bad movie marketing, like bad movie, and
was-
their
right.
marketing,
It was-
or is this
Is the marketing itself
bad marketing movie?
Right.
I mean-
Technically, it was great marketing. Just completely sold a different movie.
Marketing of a bad movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was just not the Terminator Genesis.
Now that's bad marketing because they gave the plot twist
Yeah,
away.
they-
That's bad movie marketing.
Yeah, that was
I
a
think.
terrible decision.
Yeah, awful.
X-Men Apocalypse. What was bad about X-Men Apocalypse's marketing?
I don't remember what it was.
Billy?
Choking billboard.
Oh, the choking billboard.
No, with Mystique.
Yeah, not
people didn't
great,
like that.
but none of that movie was good.
Yeah, I don't know. So I feel like I'm gonna watch. I've gotten so used to everyone's gonna punch each other that one didn't hit me as hard necessarily. But I am also not a lady who has been choked by a giant man. So honestly, I can't necessarily weigh in on that. I know there was a bomb scare during the marketing for Mission Impossible 3, and that was all about.
Part of the movie?
No,
marketing?
there was. How did this go, Billy? There was like. Sorry, you're not on. You're not set up.
Just shout.
They had.
It works for JTE. Just do it.
Yeah, they had little boxes in newspaper.
Oh, that's right. The boxes in the newspaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would open the thing, and I think it was supposed to play the Mission Impossible theme, but people would, this is 5 years after 2001. You would open the box, the newspaper, there's
the little
an
boxes
electronic
start playing
box in
music.
there that was just like, what is this? The Aqua Teen Hunger Force did the same thing. They left little
the
light up
little-
things in like public places, which included like subway stations and bus stops, and people just found these electronic devices stuffed under chairs and stuff, and it
That's a
didn't
bad
work out
idea.
so well.
Oopsies.
That's a very bad idea.
Whoopsie doo.
Are there any other like bad trailers, terrible posters? I mean, we've punched this horse in the face so many times. It's in a Mel Brooks movie. But Marvel's posters are not always the best.
I like Tomb Raider, where she had the raptor neck. It was like they were trying to.
Yeah, the poorly photoshopped posters. Yeah.
Ready Player One with his Mr. Fantastic leg.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
8-foot
like
leg.
15 feet.
Yeah, those were rough. Any trailers that you were just like, that's terrible?
I feel like so many.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I think you guys are right. Warner kind of has the magic touch on
They do well.
on trailers. Yeah.
It makes me want to wave my hands in the air.
Nice try.
I like that this is a serious thing now.
Dan looked at me like, what?
It took me a second. And then I'm like,
Why?
Dunlan Road asked, we'll go favorite and we'll go worst. What's your favorite Harry Potter / Wizarding World flick?
Azkaban, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, probably same here. Prisoner of Azkaban. I like that movie.
I'm partial to Goblet.
You're a Goblet guy.
I'm a Goblet
You're a
guy,
Goblet
but I
boy.
also like Order of the Phoenix, which is one that many people wouldn't put up near
Still
the top.
good.
But I like Goblet
Still
of
very
Fire.
good.
I'm a
Yeah, Goblet of
guy.
Fire, solid. Roxy?
I'm with Spenny G.
Right on. Azkaban. I think Goblet has one of my favorite moments in the movies, and that's when Cedric's dad sees him at the end. That's a beautiful, just really kind of heartbreaking performance that I really, really like a lot. But yeah, I think overall probably Azkaban for me.
How unoriginal of us.
Yeah.
Worst Wizarding World flick.
Fantastic Beasts 2.
Easily for
By
me.
a
Just
mile.
Crimes of Grindelwald.
woofy woof woof.
Not
Although-
even close.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh, man.
Maybe don't.
I
Don't.
might not.
Don't.
It's woof.
We were kind of like ready to go. Like
It made
I
me
had
so
my,
annoyed.
I had my Hufflepuff scarf on. We
Yeah.
were kind of ready to do it, and then you guys showed up from those screenings and
I just felt
seeing it. And
stupid, and I hate feeling that way. It happens far too often, but not for this purpose. And I don't want to go there and just be like, ugh, I feel so dumb. And I'm sitting, ugh, no. That movie has sat poorly with me.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like talking to your friend who can't stay on topic and just rambles and changes the subject and then loops back to a conversation they started 30 minutes ago, but you don't remember what
Yeah.
the conversation was, but they think that you did because they think they're making perfect sense.
And
And
you're
they're
like-
talking about a dream.
And then they're talking. Then they start talking about a dream, and then they just drop in a non sequitur, and then they go back to the conversation that you started,
And you're
then
thinking
they're
to
just
yourself,
like,
how long have I been standing here?
yeah.
How much time?
And then
you
it gets
keep
it's like,
saying-
isn't that great? Yes.
And periodically through the movie, you go, what about the Fantastic Beasts? And they go, oh, yeah, there's a beast over there. There's a beast. No, as I was saying, about the family line.
And in your head, you're like, why did I spend so much money on this premium wand?
Yes. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. And
There
then
are-
you're imagining all of I think this generation's parents that you're watching, you can now rewatch it and imagine their parents or maybe grandparents shitting themselves all the time because Dumbledore is of a certain age. I think
When he was a kid, he was probably just
his parents probably
crapping
crapped
pants.
themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The whole.
The poopy thing.
So now you can imagine that.
There
when
was
you
some.
watch
Make it
Fantastic Beasts
disappear.
2.
There are so many fandoms where if they get bad enough, you really start to question life choices. You know, like there's enough good Batman stuff that even if I see a bad Batman thing, I'm like, it's fine. There's a but like wrestling's one where if it gets bad, I'm like, I am dutifully embarrassed. And Harry Potter is between JK's weird dumb tweets and Wizarding World 2, the wacky spell names and goblin banks and the whimsical world, I'm starting to be like, this is maybe I should let this one go.
Well, it's okay. You don't have to
Sometimes
say
I
the
feel
spell
that way.
names anymore.
Yeah.
Apparently, you just have to go
No,
this,
now
and your
they're
wand
just,
knows what you're gonna
oh,
say.
If you're good enough,
Everybody-
you're just flicking
I
the
hear
wrist.
that the
Just
new way to
flicking.
do it is to wave your wand with both hands.
You're not gonna.
You're not winning this desk. You know what? Let's give Roxy the desk. You can take it.
Whoa!
You can
Spencer,
take it.
you're out.
I'm out.
You're
You
out of
just
hands on
Rudied from
hardbody.
season 1 of, no, you just Richard Hatch from season 1 of Survivor, and if you watch that, then you know what
Man.
that means.
Yeah,
deep
I
cut,
do.
deep cut
I-
reality TV.
Deep
reference.
Survivor
It's
cut.
one of the last seasons I watched.
Guys, BDWJ 1989 asked, what are some movie or TV moments you didn't expect to make you cry, but they made you cry?
In Hardball, when G-Baby died, whoa!
Ooh.
I lost it.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. It's a Keanu Reeves movie.
I don't
Why?
think I've seen that.
Which one?
Hardball?
No, I've never seen Hardball.
Hardball? Oh my
Really seen
God!
Hardball.
It's so sad. All of a sudden,
What's that about?
baseball
Oh.
and the kids. G-Baby? Woo! No,
Wow.
you guys watch this movie.
Okay, right
This
after
is
Coyote Ugly.
This is a tear jerker. JT, Hardball?
Hell yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Hell yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Hell yeah,
That's-
Keanu Reeves.
Oh my God! So spoiler alert, but like they kill off a little kid, and it is sad all of a sudden, and you are not seeing that one coming.
Jeez.
Yeah, I recently watched for the first time, Babes in Toyland,
Oh, yes.
which also includes Keanu Reeves in the 1980s.
Let's change this to what Keanu Reeves
Adaptation
moments have
of
made you
a
cry.
musical, except there's only one song in it, and it's just them like screaming about Cincinnati. It's a very odd film, and I think that what made me cry was seeing Drew Barrymore, a very young Drew Barrymore, star in this, and knowing that at the same time she was like partying at Studio 54, and like she just has this like kind of adult
Innocent.
child look, but it's not innocent. Like she's very much like a woman in a child's body, because she's going through some shit right then, if you know what's happening in her life.
yeah.
And here she is in this weird ass musical, low budget Christmas movie with Keanu Reeves. It's like, oh, this is just sad.
Oh, okay. So like that actual like step back sort of
Yeah.
meta of it. You're like, Drew, clean up.
Yeah.
You got
Pat
yeah.
Morita's in it.
I think that
you
when
might
I watch
it.
Lindsay Lohan stuff makes me do
It's-
that.
Yeah,
When
it's
I
like
watch
a Lindsay
stuff, I'm
Lohan
like,
era film.
Yeah. Ugh. Dan?
I'm trying to think of things that unexpected. Like there are things that I very much expect to make me cry, and then indeed they do. I'm trying to think of anything that like unexpectedly like
Click?
caught me by surprise. Click is a good one.
Yeah.
Never thought I would find myself getting misty at the end of an Adam Sandler movie, and yet you are absolutely correct.
Really?
Click. The end of Click.
Got
I'm
me.
just like, he just farted in David Hasselhoff's face like 30 minutes ago, and like here I am just like, it's fine.
I'm good, Click.
It's fine. Thumb's still on the table, by
Yeah.
the way.
I saw it. I was
you're
looking
right.
for it, but
That's a great one. Click
Yeah.
is one that I would never have thought would ever make me even anything close to emotional, and by the end of it, I'm like, he just wants his family.
Oh.
I as much as people burn me for it, for the Mary Poppinsing of it all, Carrie Fisher had just passed, and Princess Leia got sucked out of that bridge, and I'm sitting there as an audience member, just like saying goodbye to her in space, and like, okay, this is it. They're sending her off. They're saying goodbye, and then, damn it, Carrie Fisher made a fist, and like me as an audience member was like, you're damn right, Carrie Fisher won't die. Like she's not gonna leave us, and she did not. And like I lost the game. Oh, Carrie, you took the desk away
don't
from
think
me.
I didn't know.
You trickster.
I knew. I wasn't calming him down for a reason.
Oh, son of a. It's between Roxy and Dan.
I do feel like he does need a hug, though, from somebody closer to him. A two-handed hug.
I was
Dan hugs me with his words.
I was not so much on board with that, but
man.
it did not offend me to my bones.
Yeah, as an audience member in that
But-
moment who was like grieving the loss of Princess Leia in real life and not, like, I just went on that
I get it.
that ride. Yeah, I was just like, she's not gonna leave us, she's flying. It actually got me. But what terrible movie would be made better? This is from Jacob. What terrible movie would be made better if the entire soundtrack was made up of Queen music?
Oh.
Now, question: does he mean Queen tracks, like existing Queen music, or if Queen had scored the entire film,
the
like with
film?
Flash Gordon.
I think he means the first one, but the second one's great.
Yeah, for sake of argument, either or.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think every terrible movie would be better with Queen music.
Yeah.
Like, I'd watch Gotti if during the kills montage it was like Another One Bites the Dust
Yeah.
instead of West End Girls, which makes zero sense.
No sense.
What? West End Girls. Like,
Dome, dome. What the hell is happening?
you're in New York. Like,
Yeah.
what is this have
What
to do with the
about
mob?
Fantastic Beasts 2?
Okay.
That
Possibly.
could use a Queen
Possibly.
original score. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
Queen
throw
OG.
this one out there. Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah, that'd be very Flash Gordon.
Yeah,
That would be
it's
very
so weird.
Flash
It just
Gordon.
you want to hear Freddie Mercury sing about like plasma swords and
Yeah.
whatever weirdness and bringing out the girls.
God, what was
Which
Channing
is always so
Tatum's name
convincing
in
when
that
he yelled
film?
it.
He's like Canine
Bucket.
Canine Bucket.
Canine Bucket.
Canine,
His name is Canine, Bucket.
bucket.
Oh, Canine Bucket.
At your service.
Albino runt wolf rollerblader at your service. Man, that movie's weird.
I also
Pain
remember.
Mutiny?
Yeah.
I also remember the first time a friend of ours, dad back home, realized that Freddie Mercury was bi and/or gay, and we were like, "The band's name is Queen," and he just was like, "What?"
But he sings about fat bottom girls.
He's always yelling to bring out the girls.
I want to ride my bicycle. I don't understand.
I was reading all of their potential names earlier this week. They have some weird, almost band names.
What are they?
I don't know.
Queen?
Maybe Billy can look them up right now. I'm trying to think of it was like
Like what was on their list?
it was so wild. I'm gonna try to. I'll search it right now.
Look them up. But
Maybe Billy will
well, you
help.
got to one-hand that phone though if you're gonna win this desk from Dan.
Trust me, I'm going lefty.
Fluffy Pro, good name, asked, what ridiculous comic book outfit do you want to see live action? He still wants to see Baron Zemo's weird pajama outfit. Roth may have given a Spider-Man, but I want to see King Zemo in a purple-pink ski mask. So what ridiculous costumes
Wow.
are you guys into seeing?
I think like Omega Red would be cool.
Yeah, that is
That's a cool
really dumb and
costume.
weird.
Maybe
Yeah.
because I grew up in the 90s.
Yeah, you're like,
Omega
yeah,
Reds
whoa,
are like,
hang on,
yeah,
pouches,
man,
pouches."
robot tentacles and
Yeah.
red steel.
yeah, exactly.
With the headband, with the Omega
Yeah.
sign. Yeah.
I still want to be convinced that Wolverine's goofy ass costume can work in a live action movie.
It's so
Yeah.
stupid because
Can
they're
it?
set in the 80s and 90s when that would have been something they'd designed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wolverine, I guess, isn't really in these.
Also, just small things like what? Remember for a while that was real big in the 90s. That weird headpiece that Gambit wears. Havoc had one.
It's like the Lobot look. With
Yeah.
like, it comes up around the neck and then just the ears and the back of the head.
I don't know what the aesthetic purpose of that was, unless he was just like, I get cold a lot and the trench coat
Yeah.
isn't doing it necessarily.
Cyclops made. Well, no, Cyclops didn't
Cyclops
have
had one. No, the Jim Lee
'cause-
design had
but
one.
I mean, that made sense because he had to connect the visor to something and you
Yeah.
have a little headpiece there.
But weirdly also
Gambit's
meant
made
that
no sense.
if you step back to his full hood X Factor costume, that just means he had a hood that came back to here.
Right, and he had to like tuck it
Which is
into
really
the seam of
weird.
his ruby quartz
Or
visor.
it rolled back into a zipper.
Yeah.
That is very strange.
Very
Cut
odd.
that scene.
Yeah, they cut that one probably wisely. Weird costumes, rocks.
I'm still on Queen.
I would love to see that. I would love to
fair,
see somehow made comic accurate the Azrael Batman costume.
Oh, that weird.
When they were ripping off Spawn a
Oh,
little bit,
yeah.
or Spawn may have come first. I don't want to get accused, but just it was all points and edges, and like
Yeah.
it had a pointed cape and pointy shoulders and a point. Like I would love to see like what does that look like in real life?
Yeah.
I'd also like to see Galactus, not just as a cloud of gas,
As a
but
big
like
old purple
an actual purple
man in a skirt.
The
Man,
horn
yeah,
helmet
with the horn
and
helmet.
everything.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Super into that.
Oh my gosh, Dan, watch out. Something's falling. Quick,
No, these are
take
getting
cover.
worse and worse.
Protect yourself
Take
with your
cover, Dan.
hands.
Well, I didn't want to make it too real because that would have been scary.
Yeah.
Well, Roth is still looking for Queen band names. PNR Mama asked.
Oh, am I Roth now?
Sorry, Roxy.
Well, I wanted Billy to do it, but he didn't hear.
I was sending
What
one
was
off
Queen
the-
almost named?
Okay, I'll look it up.
Bandersnatch.
No, it's worse. It's very long names, not one word.
Oh,
names.
is it like? Oh, well, that makes sense that they would do big, weird, epic, sounding like.
There was like 6 of them. They just it's in their biography I was looking at. Actually, what happened was somebody Instagram storied a page from the biography.
That counts as reading.
That sounds about right. That's modern reading, ladies and gentlemen.
So when I
like
said
a
I was
free
reading
Kindle.
up on
I was
it,
doing some light reading last night,
Literal Instagram stories.
hoping someone took a photo of a book they were reading.
I'm not too
That's
A
how
modern
most,
library.
That's how most people have read Ready Player One. It's just
Yeah.
like, God, Ready Player One was such a terrible book. Did you read it? No, I saw that page that was going around on Twitter. Like,
That was enough.
yeah, that counts. That's the same.
That was
Sure.
enough.
Yeah. The story of my life. Not
PNR
bad.
Mama asked, "What's your favorite teen-focused movie and why?"
Teen
Their
focus.
examples were like 10 Things I Hate About You, Breakfast Club, except movies for the teens.
Movies for teens.
My favorite new one's Blockers. I thought that, even though that
Is that
also
for teens? That's like an R-rated.
No,
I mean, it's
favorite
focused
teen
on-
focus.
focused
Oh,
on
teen
teen.
focus. I mean, yeah, that was kind of focused on the parents and the teens and their relationship.
No, I think Blockers counts.
I'd count Blockers.
Yeah.
Mine, it might be Breakfast Club, but honestly, it might be Mean Girls. It just,
a great movie.
I just love it so much. I thought that it was going to be something that didn't grow with the times, but even now, when I rewatch it, I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, that's a near perfect film. I mean, maybe it's recency bias, but I think like Love, Simon was great.
Love Simon
Simon
was
was really good.
amazing. I love that movie.
Does Karate Kid count?
He is a teen.
It is
He's a
focused
teen.
on teens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Focused
Yeah,
on him.
on several
And then
teens,
like
yeah.
anything of like kids having to save a rec center, like, I'm partial to those.
Yeah. Rec Center's got to get saved.
It has to.
It's
Yeah,
gotta.
and we're gonna dance to do it.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
a Ferris
dance,
Bueller
Dan.
man.
You got to dance to do
Ferris
it.
Bueller,
I
solid, always
love
solid.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Nope. Not happening, Rush.
I really love Can't Hardly Wait. I think that's
Yeah.
a great underrated high school movie. There's a lot of really.
Is that the
funny
one at
stuff in
the
it.
party? It's just like
Yeah.
and Seth Green with the ski goggles gets
Yeah.
locked in the bathroom? Okay.
Yeah, that's a great movie. Jerry O'Connell shows up as the guy that's now like a sophomore in college that used to be the king of the school, and he comes back and he's like, "It's rough out there, man." Yeah, I love that movie.
A lot more like most things made before 2000 whatever, a lot more slurs than you remember.
Probably, yeah. I haven't watched it in a little bit.
Just
but,
get yelled out for laughs.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be watching an 80s movie, and even like Bill and Ted was the one
Yep.
where it's just like,
Oh,
wow.
That was like their catchwritch.
wow. I did not register that at the time.
On that note, we watched Rox, I'm just expanding for you so you can find those queen names.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just-
find these
we're,
are what?
we're vamping.
I've just texted the guy whose Instagram story I saw him, but it won't.
He's gonna send you a tweet with a
It
link to a
won't send through
Snapchat.
because I don't have service.
Oh no.
I'll get them for you for Friday.
On that note, something we just rewatched, and it was amazing how I did not smile, but maybe once through the whole thing, considering it was the biggest comedy of all time for a while. The first Hangover movie.
Oh,
Really?
I mean,
Oh, you
the
didn't
first
like-
line
you
of it
didn't-
is literally like paging Dr. F word, and I was like, okay,
yeah,
we're
no.
off to the races.
Here we go.
And most of the movie is that. Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. It was. We've moved on and evolved a little bit, and I don't have a hangover-prone brain anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in
I haven't
many,
seen it
many
for a
years.
long time.
it was weird how I remember just being like, yeah, man, bro, that was great, and then I just kind of dead-faced it.
I haven't seen it in 8 or 9 years, probably. Yeah.
I think it was on HBO Go, and we were like, let's do it.
Yeah.
This was good.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it didn't hit its stride till the third one, so
Yeah, true. I never saw the third
Part 3 is
Hangover.
really the
Yeah.
pinnacle.
it gives you all the answers you were waiting for from Hangover 1.
You know, all
Bill
those
Clinton in
mysteries.
it? I remember Bill Clinton being in it.
Bill
Like there was a rumor that Bill Clinton was going to
I
cameo
remember there
in one
being
of
a
the
rumor that
Hangovers.
Bill. No, that was 2.
Okay, I
'Cause
never saw 2 or
remember
3.
There was a rumor that Bill Clinton had filmed a cameo.
Yeah.
Movie news was different back
But
then.
then I never saw 2 or 3, and so I never knew the answer to whether or not that had happened.
Yeah, I think it was like they were in Indonesia or somewhere, and Bill Clinton had been there. I don't know.
What movie is Bill Clinton in?
Is he in a movie?
I don't know.
He's in
Animaniacs. He plays the sax in their opening credits.
He's in one of the disaster movies from the 90s, I want to say, like in archive footage. Trying to remember which one it was exactly.
Oh, I thought you wanted to meant like he plays a like a scientist.
No.
Bill
although that'd be
Clinton's
great.
brother, Roger Clinton, is in Biodome.
What?
Look it up.
That sounds about right.
Yep. It is so random. He just goes up to like their girlfriends and he's like, "Will I see you at the thing later? Like, I'm gonna be playing some of my music." And they're like, "Yeah, all right, see you later." And I was like, that was like a weird thing to just give a speaking role to like a kind of a middle-aged dude in the middle of Biodome, and he just walks off and is never seen from again. So I looked him up.
Roger
And it was Roger Clinton. For whatever reason, he is in the film
Maybe he loved
Biodome.
That's kind of one of my favorite niche things about movies, watching older movies, is watching things like the Muppet movie. For example, there's some people I recognize. Obviously, I'm gonna know who I know who Milton Berle is. But there were some people that like I had to look up that like would be like, "Hey, what are you Muppets doing out there? Don't worry about it." And like closes the door, and I'm like, they spent an awful lot of time on that person that has no consequence. And then I would look it up, and I'd be like, "Oh, they were in the #1 TV movie at the time."
Yeah.
Got it.
Good to know. It's fun to go back to old movies and see, like, it's always the cameo players that like come in and like there's like a lot of attention drawn to them, and
Yes.
you're like, okay, that's somebody.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird.
And I don't know who it is, but that's somebody.
Did not move the plot forward in any way
No,
whatsoever.
but it's like at the time, I'm sure that was a great cameo.
Yeah,
that was a
killed
big
it.
get.
That's like if you watch older topical SNL sketches
Yeah.
and you're just like, I don't remember what any of this is about. Because they'll be like, looks like we collapsed another bridge or something weird like that. And you're like, and everyone's like, ha ha ha. And you're
Yeah.
like, uh-huh.
For 1 week in 1995,
That
a bridge
killed.
collapsed.
That just crushed.
I remember watching like old season 1 SNL. Like I got the box set, and they were doing Weekend Update, and it was like some Olympic sketch, and they were like the whole bit was like someone was doing downhill skiing, and then the person would fall, and the joke was like, oh, and the person has been accidentally shot by somebody, some name like Geraldine Smith, and I was just like ah ha, 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 ha. And then they're like, let's check back in on the skiing, and they tell the same joke again. And it's like, oh my god, that's brilliant. And I'm like, she had to be there.
Cool. Yeah.
Sure.
She's not going down.
Wow. That was a high risk, low reward move.
Roxy's kicking this week
All
off
right,
with a
you've
win.
earned it. You've earned it. You're unflappable.
Wow.
if it hit me in the face, it hit me in the face.
Guys, that's our show.
What was Queen almost called?
Look it up for us. Let us know in the comments. Enjoy your Monday. I'm Joe. That's Dan. That's Spencer. That's Roxy. Guys, we love you so much. We're not just going to wave goodbye with one hand. We're going to wave goodbye with two. Enjoy the rest of your day.